What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let's start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Hey, it's a great day, man. Today is the Relationship Roundtable. It's good to see my back. What's
going on, man? What's going on?
Great.
Yeah, I'm feeling
my frosted flakes today. Great.
I've been in slow motion.
Oh yeah, I know it's probably acting up right now, but we'll be all right. I wanted to say something today too, man. I was listening to somebody, and look, we say it all the time here. You and I have said it before. There's a lot of people out here trying to do some different things, right? And they're afraid. Look, and some people just stubborn. You've done what you do. Gina has done what she does. Steve, Chris. There's a lot of people out there doing some great things. Okay, I don't want you to give it to me. I want to learn how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
With my
I
James
want to
Brown
learn
song?
how to do these things.
What's my James Brown song? I don't want nobody give me nothing. Open up the door. I get it myself.
Yeah. I mean, for real. I mean, it's like I'm not trying to take anything from anybody. There's plenty. I don't care if anybody, like today, you can see the cameras back here. I've been out here filming. Okay, you can do some things. It just has already been done. Does not mean that it can't be done again in a different way, different form, different fashion. You know, and it kills me when people defeat themselves and say, what is that? And say, oh, well, he did it, so he don't need me doing it. There's no need me doing it. Nah, dude, we've had a lot of people on this show that are doing some great things, and they've told you their stories. They've told you how to do it. But you're still afraid to do it? Make it make sense, Mo.
Man, the only thing I can make sense out of that is if you just like I said about this business here, you know, we get on here and we do this every day. And if we didn't, somebody else would. It's 10,000 ways to do it. We do. I mean, it's just like, think about this for a minute. When you go buy a car, it's a different model every year. And if it stayed the same, wouldn't nobody go buy one because yours look like last year's model. I mean, it's always going to be a different way to do something. Always. Like you take different angles on movies, I take different angles on music. I was actually just talking to one of my cousins earlier tonight about just that. And I'm still getting my stuff together for this Rachel thing. So
yes, always going to be, like you said, it's always going to be a different way to do it.
Yep.
And we got to get our heads out of our ass as people. I want everybody to be successful. I want everybody to make it out there. I'm not even at the level of success that I want to be. Mo's not where he wants to be. No. You know, but we still doing it, and we still learning.
It ain't over.
I'm always learning. Those that don't want to continue to learn, and see, that's the other part about it too, man. People get jealous because you're doing this, you're doing that. Okay, jealousy got to be thrown out the window, man. All right. So I thank you, Mo, for doing what you do. I thank Gina for doing what she does. I thank Steve and Chris for doing what they do because it's showing me that it can be done. You know what I'm saying? I have the knowledge now coming from you guys that whatever you guys are doing, and if I want to do it, it can be done. The template is there. It's already gone.
Yep. You don't understand it.
So let's do it.
If you want to do it, you find somebody else is doing it and put your spin on it. You know, it is what it is.
That's all. That's all. Am I choppy, Mo?
Yeah, you got a little delay going on, bro.
All right.
But we're going to deal with
fix that as soon as Gene and everybody else comes. I'm gonna fix it. But we are doing a relationship roundtable tonight.
Okay.
And,
I don't know, man. This whatever this is, don't want to let me go. I found out I was taking some medicine that was, actually bringing me down when it's supposed to be taking me up. And I was looking at the daggone side effects, and I had all of them. I cut it loose.
We're gonna get you all right, though, Mo. We're gonna get.
Yeah.
We're gonna get you well, bro.
I'm gonna be straight. Whatever it is going around, because it's going around here in Tennessee. And one of my medications just clashed with the, with the stuff that's going on here. I mean, I still feel raspy. I'm not 110 like I am normally. I'm here. I'm a lot better. That's without a doubt. Without a doubt. I wasn't getting no sleep. Frank, what's going on?
What up, Frank? What's going on, bro? Even my comments are delayed on my end. I think I'm gonna do what you told me to do, man, and just plug directly into.
That's the only way to get
the router.
This right here, plug directly to the router. That way you get your
this shit ain't.
You get your definition.
This shit ain't working. I mean, these past 2 or 3 months has been bad for me.
You checking out
internet wise.
You checking out the Japanese with the little Japanese thing where you be talking and it stop, then to catch up.
Yeah, man.
Damn, you got to take a look at this. Yeah, but you got to put directly. That way you ain't got no latency and nothing like that. Because some of these wireless routers ain't up to this right here. They ain't up to this video chat. None of
that. Yeah, I'm gonna get it though. That's all right. I call myself. I'm in a different area of the house, but I cut everything else off. And just got this, and it still ain't working. So they say to get, and then it's a note that comes up that says get closer to your router. Okay, I don't even think getting closer is going to help.
Well, definitely helps.
I could just put it through the laptop.
Yeah,
I never tried that.
Might be better. Actually, that wireless might be better. Is that the Apple or is that just the regular PC? I can't see it.
Got my Apple, man. Everything is Apple. Everything I got is Apple.
That might be better.
It's dirty though.
I don't know how good the buffer.
That might be it.
Yeah.
But we'll be all right. But yeah, today, man, is the relationship roundtable. I don't know where Gina's at. I don't know where Steve is at. I hope everybody's well. Okay. Yesterday, Mo was gone because Mo was a little ill, doing some other stuff, but we good. We always gonna make it happen. Okay. Thank you, Regina, for coming on. Anita for coming on yesterday. Telling us about our skin.
I told Mo.
So Mo, what I'm gonna do, man? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this now, man. I'm gonna go and switch up a little bit. Can you handle it for about 3 minutes?
3 minutes. You got 3 minutes of Mo today. Cool. Let's do this.
All right, let's go, man. I'm gonna handle it. 3 minutes, man. Just talk to the people.
3 whole minutes. Let's see what I can talk about. Let's see. Yesterday y'all probably was in here. Y'all was talking about skincare for folk. We got special skin because we're melanated people. Y'all see how I'm going off on this. I'm making my own self laugh. But anyway, G is getting himself together over there, and he's gonna try to connect directly to the router or get a better connection. My whole thing with that is, what you do, you're gonna be on and popping. Boy, it sound like he ain't there putting the computer together. But anyway, y'all know what's going on in the world. I can tell you a few things that's going on in this world. They tripping, they still tripping. But I'm gonna tell you, like I told somebody else the other day, You know, y'all need to let God take care of this stuff because He's gonna take care of it. Y'all need to let God take care of this stuff. Sure, we need to defend ourselves and do what we need to do as far as honor is concerned, but let God take care of it because ain't nobody gonna do it like Him, and He ain't gonna let you fail. Period. He's not gonna let us fall. So let Him take care of that stuff. Don't worry about what these folks, all the stuff these folk doing, because you'll be crazy. And you know you got a few that jumped off. You know they shooting at each other now. So y'all need to be careful and keep your heads low and watch out what's going on and keep your ears to the speakers. Listen and pay attention because some things are out there right now we really need to be paying attention to. You got a little bit better.
A little bit better.
That's the Apple.
I couldn't plug in because I don't have the right plug in. I don't have it with me, so I ain't gonna waste time. But that's a little bit better, right?
It's a little bit better. Did you do boot something?
A little bit better.
A little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, look, there's Caleb from the Bree Barnett family.
What's going on,
Her
Bree?
grandson. He's got it. Okay, it's gonna. You know what, Mo? I'm gonna reboot too. Okay, let me try to reboot because I moved position. Let me reboot. Just give me a second.
All right, Caleb, man, keep doing your thing, dude. We got you right here. Keep doing your thing. Mr. Greg's got to reboot his system so he can get back on with this relationship show. Just want to know we backing you 110% as usual. Keep doing your thing, man. Don't let nobody take you off your. Don't let nobody take you off your grind. Keep doing your thing, regardless of what people say about you or do to you. Keep doing your thing. We behind you 110. If you need to, tap us on the shoulder every once in a while, do that. Tap us on the shoulder. Oh man, that's way.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you clear. You're clearer.
It's still acting up though. Tomorrow on Dope Living TV. Tomorrow on Dope Living TV, like Greg Gray hooks up to the router.
Yeah, we'll get you a 9,000-foot cord, come run all the way to it. Yeah, but it still looks better.
Right. If I got to lay on the router, I'm gonna lay on it. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, shout out to you, Caleb. What's going on, brother? I know I've been saying I'm gonna get stuff to you and I'm gonna get there, man. But a lot of stuff's been going on, and I'm gonna get to you, and I'm gonna get stuff for you. Okay, but that's what we do as a businessman. We sometimes err, but we get there. Frank said, like the old school song said, there will never be any peace until God is seated at the conference table.
Yes, sir. That's right, Frank. That is so true. Like I said, we can't let that bend us up. We can't let what's going on in this world bend us up and get us all messed up, man. What we need to do is do what we always do in tough times. We need to chill the fuck out. We really need to do that. And then God take care of it. And we know how to do that very well. Some people can't handle that. And it's playing out right now. It's playing out right now. Some people just cannot handle
definitely it. Man, Thursday it's probably gonna be a lot. We got to get off our chest because a lot of stupid stuff happening.
Man, I don't want to deep dive into none of that stuff that's going on. Right, like I said, I have my own opinion, and opinions like assholes. Everybody got one. I'm gonna keep mine to myself. Shit, it's it's just too crazy. It's too crazy.
It's ignorant out there. So I guess we can get started, man.
Okay.
She said, it's okay. We love y'all. We love you too, man. We love you guys too. We'll be all right. We'll make sure. Let's get started, Mo.
All right.
So I don't know, but that's okay. We got it. This is the male version of the Relationship Roundtable. So y'all know that your marriage and your relationship is going to be messed up.
Views expressed on this Dope Living TV are not necessarily reviews of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. If you don't like it, get your own damn show. Anyway, let's kick it off.
It's all. I think people get ready to start getting their own damn show after this session here. Boy, okay, so here we go. Look, let me ask you this. Is financial compatibility more important than physical chemistry to you?
And I'm gonna tell you, like I tell anybody, financial compatibility is very important because you'd be surprised how many people they got the chemistry kicking. Sex is off the chain, the physical is off the chain, but the financial compatibility sucks and it kills the relationship. And a lot of guys say, well, that ain't got nothing to do with love. It really don't, but it does. I mean, can you imagine being broke and making a crap load of money a year? And the only reason it's not because you don't have the money, it's because of where it's being allocated. Y'all not on the same page on a lot of stuff. I mean, that right there kill a relationship. It just kill a relationship. What about you, Greg?
I can't say financial compatibility because I'm gonna tell you, with every relationship except for one that I've had, I never worried about the financial. You know what I'm saying? It's like you do what you do. It's like, remember that old Eddie Murphy joke where you asking the lady, you get married and you bring the lady in and she bringing in her McDonald's check. You bringing in everything else, okay?
You said y'all
It
got
is
$4
what it
million
is
and
on
$30.
Yeah, there you go. And she bring in the one, okay? I think I want that physical chemistry because I'm gonna take care of the financials. I want that physical chemistry though. I want her to be able to. Go ahead.
When you think if that physical chemistry is there, that the communication will kick in there, so you can get to that financial where she understands where you that you mean for y'all to be good to go. I mean, you got to be able to talk.
No, you're right.
Got to be able to talk. I mean,
you're right about that. I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never had that second. You know what I'm saying? That person that's adding to the pot.
Yeah.
I've never had that.
I didn't have
one
it for
time. I've never
35
had
years.
that.
So,
Dude, it works for you.
Yeah.
But I've never had that. I've always been the one that had, and it's unconsciously that I think about it. I don't even think about it because I want to provide for my woman. I want to be there for her. So that can be taken off the table, but I don't want anybody to expect that though.
No. And see,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that. The thing about it, you got to remember that sometimes you're going to get unequally yoked in a relationship where, the female might not make $100,000 a year. She might not make a 60 grand a year, something like that. And she might be used to spending money. It's just, again, you're going back to a conversation because a beautiful woman can get real ugly real quick if she's spending all the damn money that you got. And you used to having your shit tight and get real ugly real quick. So, I mean, again, it goes back to the beginning of a relationship, but having that relationship conversation at the beginning, saying, hey, baby, let's have this conversation about this money. Well, have a relationship. You don't necessarily have to be directed like that. Y'all can be sitting down eating, and it might come up casually, So you find out at least where her head at, and vice versa. She found out where your head at, and it's a level of expectation. You know what I mean? So you already had the conversation about what to expect and vice versa. And
right. Angie said, had what I miss. We were talking about the question. The first question, Angie, was: is financial compatibility more important than physical chemistry? And I said I've never had anybody to add to my finances. I've always had to, and it was something that I don't mind doing. Okay, but if we're putting it into a question, okay, something I would have to think about. I've never had anybody to add to my pot, except for one person. I've never had anybody to add to my pot.
Ain't nobody to add to his bankroll, y'all. Not needed.
Put that dollar in. I ain't never had nobody do that. But it's cool. I mean, it's okay because, like I said, it's not what I require. Okay. And again, to your point, Mo, communication, is necessary so that we can make sure that doesn't become a problem, that doesn't become an issue. Frank says it might make and motivate that person to do and make more money. Yeah. Bree says, or is that Caleb talking?
It's Caleb.
My granny doesn't have people around. Yeah, true that. I get that, Caleb. I get that, bro. It's going to change, though, Caleb, because the stuff that Bree is going through right now, is going to manifest. God doesn't let people stay in situations too long, okay? All right. Angie says physical chemistry. Okay.
Okay, Angie, you got to clarify.
Okay. That's what I said, though, physical chemistry, because the financials, like I said, financials is going to kill a relationship, okay, if it's not done or talked about the correct way. It's going to kill a relationship. Let's move on, bro. Yeah. Let's move on. Do you believe that there is the one, or do you think it's more about timing and choices?
When you say the one, like the woman,
one for you, yeah, the one for you. She's the one. I know you got the one, okay, but let's just put yourself out of there.
It's going back that far. I mean, because when I was out there dating, I wasn't necessarily looking for the one. I was out there, was out there having fun. And vice versa. They was having fun, so it wasn't.
Frank trying to take my words. Don't be making her jump. She makes you jump off that dresser. I don't jump off the dresser. She
do the Tarzan and then break dance.
Yeah, I never jump off a dresser. She got to do the jumping. Okay. I think though, Mo, for that question, I think it's more about timing and the choices that you make. You can believe that that's the one, okay, but that may not be the one. Okay. I always say I'm him, not him. You know what I mean? Not that guy that did all that other stuff. But sometimes as we go through things, we may exhibit certain characteristics of him, the other dude. All right. So I think it's more about timing and choices.
Yeah.
Me and Angie agree.
Timing and choices.
Me and Angie are agreeing today. Timing and choices. Yeah. Frank says, ooh, good one. Timing. Yeah. I think it's timing. It may not be that time. So the one after you've taken the time and made the choice, then that one becomes the one. See, it's hard to do the relationship roundtable with these single questions because Mo been married for 30-some years, all right? I'm trying to get him. I'm trying to get Mo back to when he took that picture in front of that fence with the cowboy boots on and the hat.
Hey, that's way back. That was 100 pounds ago.
I know. I'm trying to get him. I'm trying to get him back there, y'all. But
man,
it may not work. So Mo, this will work. This one will work though. Angie, Frank, everybody else is watching. What's harder, forgiving or forgetting?
That's about equal. Both is pretty hard. I mean, and it depends on actually what you're forgiving or what you're trying to forget. I mean, if it was a cheating situation, it's hard to forget, and sometimes it's hard to forgive. If it was a situation where you ran over a toe by mistake with a bike, you know what I mean? That's easy.
Yeah.
So it just depends on what it is.
Right. Angie got a question for the previous question. How do you know the one when you see him or her? Well, if you look in the dictionary, Angie, the one has my picture on it. Okay, so that's how you would know. D Starks, what's up, family? D Starks, I should have talked to D earlier, okay, because D has this amazing initiative right now where he wants to do something in cooperation with DopelivenTV, gift drive, food and gift, I think it is, for children for Christmas. So we'll talk about that and manifest that and we're going to have D come on the show and talk about it, okay?
We'll do that on Thursday. I sent them both. I sent them a show idea.
Okay. We're gonna get them on here and talk about it. We're gonna call them out. Angie said both of them, forgive and forget. They're both hard. And Frank says you can always forgive, but you never forget. That's the part that I was going to say. Forgetting, it's in your mind. Now you brought up the running the toe over with the bike.
Right.
That's not.
But you know what?
I mean,
you know what, bro?
What?
She won't forget that.
Yeah, she won't forget that.
She won't forget.
Because every time she goes to
that could happen when y'all was in the 9th grade.
Yeah. Every time she gonna get that pedicure, she gonna see that old fucked up toe, and and she gonna be like, "Oh, that nigga." D said they got it, Mo.
Cool.
All right, Bree says, "Oh my gosh, so sorry, I just jumped in. You never know the one, but you also might miss the one. Also, thank you, Bree. That's a good point. You don't know.
That's a real good point. Yeah, I mean, because
you know,
you'd be surprised how many women push off good guys.
Yeah,
the one for the other one, and the one, and then find out later that was the one.
That was the one.
Right.
See, I was talking to somebody earlier. This person may have done things that make you so mad that you wanted to get away from, but that may have been him learning, him trying to get over himself, knowing the person that he is, and you let him go. But that person can change. Everybody can change. That person can be a better person, right? Just at that moment, that person is not, he doesn't know who he is, or she, So that's where I'm at with that. Frank said that green-eyed monster jealousy is and can be dangerous to a relationship. That pinky toe he said that pinky toe you shot off quick. I only shot the pinky.
She'll never forget that. She'll never forget that.
It's only the pinky toe. That's all. You don't need that one anyway.
That
ain't, you don't really need the pinky. What? No, you ain't gonna even have a limp. What do you need the pinky toe for?
Turning them curves, you got to have some balance.
Yeah, but you got 4 other ones. Spread them out.
But that pinky, and you'd be surprised, man. That pinky toe is for balance. That's all it is.
I know you can't do that without the big toe. What the hell?
What?
Oregano or whatever.
Okay. Stop it.
Okay.
English.
Lost that one, but welcome to the show. Thank you for watching. Okay. Mo, let me ask you this question. Does marriage still hold the same weight today as it did for past generations?
I believe it does. I mean, because to me, a good marriage is a good marriage, no matter what time it was. It's a good marriage. It don't matter what time it was. Now, I must admit one thing. I don't think it's time has changed as much as people do, in situations. You think about what happened to, what's up, fam? Think about what happened to a lot of folks that was coming up from the South, coming to the North. Those marriages lasted a long time, but they never seen anything else. Some of them got up north and said, okay, I can cut this loose. And they
went crazy, didn't they?
Yeah. So there was a lot of divorces. I mean, they came up in the 50s and 60s, but in the 70s, they was cutting them loose. They was cutting them loose. So, it is what it is. But I believe, it's, time change. They didn't see. Now, we got information getting to folks. Yeah, and what they said. Information getting to folks in seconds versus, information taking a month, 2 weeks, or whatever to get to another spot. So it should have been the values that changed. Yep. Mm-hmm.
It has, man. I think like you made a great point, man. Back our fathers and our mothers, I can only speak for our generation.
That's all I can speak of.
They came up here and they had that marriage in mind. Okay, they had that marriage mindset. Okay, but to your point as well, some of them came up here though. They came up on their own before they brought their wives up here, and they said, "Well, damn, look at her. Look at the North. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm gonna bring her up here right now.
Mm-mm.
Not right now.
Now you got to get it. You
But,
got to get
you
it.
know,
You got to get it looking like there's the guy up north. You know, so before you
Yeah.
can bring it up here, so you know you got to get
They
your
got
nice
up north.
place and everything. You know, and
Lost
then
their damn mind. They're no longer farmers and dirt and cornfields.
Nope.
Okay, you got concrete, okay, and steel mills and all of that stuff.
Right,
But,
right.
and you're making top money.
Yep. Got your own
Making that
cars
good
and house.
money. Yeah.
Mhm.
You know,
So I mean
airplanes. You know, not crop dusters, airplanes. You know.
that was a different time. It was a whole different time. Again, most people changed because of where they went to. You know, because a lot of them divorces that happened up north wouldn't happen down in the south. Think about it. It just wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Same old thing, same old place. Hell, I was watching a documentary the other day, and there's a lot of stuff that ain't changed. I mean, a lot of stuff that's down in the south. You know, you thinking the people that have seen things, they have seen them, but they won't leave that spot because that's their world. You know, that's all they know. You know, they won't think they you don't want that they won't leave their spots. They just will not leave those spots. Me and Marianne were both sitting there going like, nah, we had to go. I said, that's us, but that's them. They grew up there. They got property that they shared from generation to generation. You know, it's been passed down. And whoever's the drunk in the family is the drunk in the family. Everybody know that mug drunk, but he got a spot too. Where versus if he was up north, he got a spot, but it ain't no place in no house. You bet that. So
Yeah. You know, another thing too is that when they came up here, and now we're born, they try to teach us this is how it's supposed to go. This is how it's supposed. But we were born here. We was born here. You know what I'm saying? So you can tell us all of that country shit, okay?
Yeah.
But we
like going down there for big
so we seeing all this stuff. Come on, you got girls, and I'm not saying this to demean anybody. You got women, you know, I'm going to junior high school, and I see this big belly girl. I'm like, you know, she got pregnant, but she didn't wait. And they gave me the elevator. They gave me the elevator at West Side. So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna use that elevator. Anyway, Frank said that they see that the grass on the other side. Come on, show me. On the other side, but they see the grass on the other side, but don't see the mess that they have to go through to get to the green grass. I ain't saying she a gold digger. You ain't messing with no bro. Nah. So let's get this question here, man. Which one should I do? I'm gonna do this one. Is it healthy or is it toxic to argue in front of the kids?
Very toxic. One of the first conversations we had, because we brought two families together, was, you know, I had my kids, she had her kids, and we brought two families together to make one. One of the first conversations we had was not to argue in front of them, especially if we disagreed with the discipline. You know, what was getting ready to happen. In other words, if I get ready to discipline somebody and in front of everybody, she kind of stopped me, there's a problem. And that's going to cause a problem between us. That means I can't discipline your kids like I discipline mine. I want to be able to do the same as mine as yours. You know what I'm saying? And if I make a mistake, we could talk about that shit. We could talk about it later on. If I made a mistake.
Yeah.
And then I'll do my apologies afterwards. But don't do that in front of the kids. Do not do that in front of the kids.
I don't think there's any instance where you should. I know it may happen occasionally by accident.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's any instance where you should be arguing in front of the kids. Period. They don't need to hear all, especially these young kids, all right? They don't need to hear all of that. That's some grown-up stuff. You don't need, and you could be arguing about something that they really, really, really should not be privileged to.
Right.
You know. Angie says, "Yep, toxic. However, most of our parents did." Yeah, they did.
Yep.
She's right about that. I know I've heard plenty of arguments. Yeah. Oh yeah. I've heard plenty of arguments from mom and dad. You know. those older relationships, though, man, they had that stick-to-itiveness, I'll call it. Even though you argue, we had to stick by each other because we came up here together. We don't really know everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So we came up here together. Let's make it work, okay? Because, you know, even though we've grown and made friends up here and this and that, the nucleus of everything for us being up north or being here is because we came together and we grew together and we got this family together. We had these kids together. So let's manifest that. We can argue, we can agree to disagree. Angie said, yep, toxic, however most of our parents did, but never left and loved, escorted dearly. Escorted, no, she said each other, I'm sorry. But never left and loved each other. Yeah, that's the key. You had these arguments all day long. But the staying, you know what I mean, Mo? The staying. You 35 years in, how did you stay?
Well, my parents did argue. I mean, the thing I remember the most is that my little brother, God bless his soul, he's not with us no more, but he used to take full advantage of the arguments. So he knew the line, you know what I mean? He knew how to go right up to the line and stop. And just tiptoe up just a little to piss off daddy or piss off mama. And see, when once mama found out what was going on, whoo boy, that boy's butt stayed warm. He stayed getting ass whooped. Stayed getting ass whooped. Ooh. Yep.
Over 60 years. My parents were married before my father died. Yeah, still counting, bro. Before my father died, mom and dad were married 61 years. They were getting ready to be married 61 years. 61. I can't stay 6 hours.
6 days.
I can't even do 6 hours.
So it just skeets out of you. I don't know what happens. Just I'm done.
before I leave the courtroom, man, after I said I do, man, 6 hours go by. It's like I don't, you know, not me. I've already done something to mess up the relationship, man.
Bro, the right one gonna come along and ain't gonna be no stopping me.
Oh, I'm not worried about it, bro. I ain't even worried about it. I'm not worried about it. The right one has already come along. The right one has already come along. She just don't know it. She just don't know it. Okay. 60 years is a long time. Yeah. Again, man. 6 hours is long too, though.
6 minutes.
Yes, 6 minutes is dead. Now, if I stay with somebody let me think. Did I? Yeah. Let me shut up before I mess up. Yeah. Should exes ever stay friends, or is that just asking for trouble?
It depends. I mean, if y'all got history together, history, I'm talking about babies, you got to stay friends. You must. You know, but I mean, if it's just, hey, we done broke it off and that's it. I don't believe in, staying. We'll be cordial. I speak when I see you. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to hold on to a relationship that I done cut loose. Like I said, unless we got some history that's going to be there forever. Kids are forever. Don't matter how old they get, they're there forever.
Okay. Hey, Mo, let me ask you a question. So when I plug into the router, can I use a USB cord?
They got one that's called if you don't have a R45 on the side of the PC, then you got to get what they call a J5. And it plugs into the USB on there, and it's got a adapter on the end for a Cat 5 plug-in. If I have my PC in, I'll show you. Because sometimes I've run into a spot where I want to connect directly, like when I'm in a hotel and I'm broadcasting the show. I don't like doing Wi-Fi connect directly. And
is it like is it like an Ethernet cable?
Yeah. So what it is, it's a USB and it changes into a Ethernet connector. So you can plug directly into your unit. It's called a J5. Okay, you go to Best Buy. Go to Best Buy and ask for a J5. They're gonna ask you what you say, USB to Ethernet. It'll take you right there.
J5, it'll work. It'll work on this,
J5,
right?
like Jackson 5, J5. What's that? I can't see that.
Okay, J5. This is a BGW 210 AT&T
Oh, it's your box. Yeah. So
router.
yeah, right. So so did you go fiber?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna go to Best Buy and get a J5. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. Can love really conquer all, or are there deal breakers that can fix it?
Again, it depends on what you're conquering, what you're trying to conquer with it. You know, if it's a where you are trying to conquer a cheating deal, it's kind of hard to do, even if love is in there. Because I know some people that have done that, you know, and got past it, but it was a lot of communication. It was a lot of truths, and the trust had to get built back into the relationship. But just know any old body or any old relationship ain't gonna work. It's got to be something the way y'all, you know, y'all have a relationship where you got communication. You know, so
Yeah.
you got a relationship where you got.
I'm just throwing it.
I'm getting
I'm
caught
just
up
throwing
in
these
that.
comments up here. That's what I'm trying to do, man. I'm just throwing these comments up here, man. I want to be married one time, just didn't happen. Now I'm just single because my real person don't know it. Real person don't know it.
Mm.
Where you at? Angie
Come
said I'm
on.
friends with most of my exes, with the exception of one, and she wanted to say, and that's friends without benefits.
Since she put the
Make
whip
sure we
out.
make sure we clarify that, okay? And D said, asking for trouble. Come on now. My wife can't be friends with her ex-boyfriend. Hell no. You know, I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not, because then when I start trying to tell her what she can't do, I'm looking for trouble. I mean, it's going to bring trouble to the relationship. You can't be friends with this guy. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I mean, like I just said, you know, I don't. If you kill the relationship, then that right there says you don't want to be around. You don't want to be with the person. I mean, why the hell? Friends hang out. You know what I'm saying? Friends won't be there with them. You know, maybe not all the time like you was in a relationship, but that's what a true friend is there through thick and thin. If that relationship had any kick to it, you know, that was a little bit deeper than friends. So, I mean, if you broke up, then that's it. I mean, it's done. And like I said, unless y'all got a legacy, and that's kids. And it's not a friend thing. That's a must, because you got to take care of them babies. You know.
Yeah, I had a friend. Okay, I'm not gonna call nobody out on here, but I had a friend of mine. Used to visit me all the time. We talked all the time, and letting them know the problems I was having in a relationship. And the girl that I was in the relationship with, and I broke up. And I see a few weeks, maybe a couple of months later, my brother come and tell me, hey, you know, so-and-so is engaged to so-and-so. I'm like, what are you talking about? They got engaged. So I didn't know how to feel about that, okay? I just said, well, you know, that's his problem now. But I think maybe I should have felt a little different, okay? She wasn't a problem, but why are you, after you and me talking about it all the time, why are you going after the girl that I just did?
So
to make it better, Mo, what I did was I turned around, and the girl that he was with before I messed with her.
Damn.
It was easy. There was no emotions. There was no emotions in it. It was easy. She wanted to anyway, so hey.
Damn, Greg.
I know I'm wrong, y'all. I can't help the past. What I did in the past. That was a long time ago. I can't be held responsible for.
Hey, and it goes back to you.
Can't be held responsible.
Did you remember that? That's what it goes back to.
Okay, Mo, I lost you. Hold on. Yeah, I definitely got J5, whatever you call it, Jackson 5 cord.
Yeah. Best Buy.
Get my Jackson 5.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this one. Do you think social media ruins relationships, or can relationships get stronger through social media?
I don't think it ruins relationships because I mean, a lot of folks when they do social media, it's like me. I go on social media. It could be for business. It could be for catching up, with friends and stuff without having to leave the house or to do a show like I do, every day. But if your mate or partner has a problem with you being on the web, something else going on. That's mine.
I don't. I don't have a problem with them being on social media, but if they're on social media all the time, that becomes a problem. But no, I don't have a problem with them being on social media. But social media shouldn't
be the center.
It shouldn't run your relationship. Yeah.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. How if somebody
I can answer
your somebody you really cared about, that you really cared about, somebody that you really cared about, how would you help them break that cycle of being on social media all the time?
I guess it depends on for me, it depends on how you're using social media. If you're just browsing and this and that, okay, fine. If you're posting pictures and responding to every single post and all of this stuff, then I got a problem with that, okay? You don't have to respond to everything. If we're at dinner and your phone pops out, and I've been guilty of this, you pop out your phone and you want to look at social media, then either I'm very boring, or you're not invested into the time that we're supposed to be spending. I mean, I'm never going to get mad like that, but
So
go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Don't complain about the time if you don't want to use it with me.
Yeah.
What you saying? That's
yeah,
valid.
Basically. And I try not to answer my phone, period, if I'm out at dinner or something like that. I try not to answer the phone. Have I looked at my phone, done social media? Yeah, I have, and I've been checked on it.
Well, I remember
I've been checked.
And in these 30-something years, I have been checked and triple checked. And it wasn't social media.
Mm-hmm.
It was work, It was where I'd get 5, 6, 7, 8 phone calls, and we're trying to go out to eat, And I'm sitting there, my phone is popping. I'm thinking, don't these people go to sleep? Don't go to bed? Don't they go do something? So I mean, I've been checked on that. She done took my phone away. Business.
Oh wow.
Running the business, and I had to stop. So.
And see, and I think only you and maybe Chris can understand this, okay? As we are in the professions that we're in, you've been a promoter, being around in entertainment. Chris does entertainment. I do entertainment. It's intrusive. It's really intrusive. So you can be out with your girl, and I can remember a time I'm out with a girl I wasn't really dating her. We just went out. And the music video show was a #1 show at the time, and I think I was in Texas. No, I was in Atlanta, and somebody saw me, and they came up to the table while we're eating. Can we get your autograph? Can we do this? Can we do that? And when I try to tell that person that I'm with, this is how my life is right now, they're looking like, oh yeah, you big headed, you arrogant, and this that. But no, this is the truth. I don't like that. So, now it's to a point where nothing really bothers me. I can go out. Show been out for a long time. Okay, even though this is like, I went to the casino one day in Gary. Chinese guy runs up to me and says, hey, he says, hey, congratulations on being inducted to the Black Radio Hall of Fame. I'm like, excuse me? He said, congratulations. I said, okay, thank you. Can me and my wife take a picture? We took a picture, okay? I mean, stuff like that. it comes with the territory. So
It is what it is. Yeah.
it is what it is. But he says it's communication, period. It
Thank
is.
you.
It is. It definitely is communication. That's the thing. Angie has said that before, communicate. And one thing that I think that I've had to evolve from is my communication, the way I communicate. And one of the things that we all need to really try to do is establish that love language, which is one of the questions. What's your personal love language? And are you actually giving your partner theirs, or you just giving them yours? You know, love languages are important, okay, because that way that person can understand who you are. You may not even know who you are, okay, but that's the key for me. What about you, man?
Basically the same. I mean, my love language, I guess my love language is the communication, and having an adult communication with my wife, and not just that, of course, but that's a big part of it. Communication. Yeah, it is. And most women will tell you communication is very, very important. Yeah, consistency too.
But
Yep.
but let me ask you this, okay? And she put and intentional. Now, one thing I am is intentional, but the consistency. People stress consistency, but
In everything though.
sometimes but sometimes you can't be consistent in your actions because there's the world changes, everything changes, you change with it, especially in this business. You can't be consistent. All right, do we want to be consistent? Of course. Do I want to be intentional all the time? Of course I do. But I can honestly say that as hard as I try, something comes up. The business takes me away from it, being consistent. Okay, now if I say I'm going to be there, okay, and then I cancel and say, well, hey, I can't be there, okay, because of this. Understanding is a part of all of that too. Communication, consistency, being intentional. Understanding is a major part of it. You have to understand
That's the
what this
heart of it.
person likes, what this person is about, and that person in turn has to understand who you are and what you like and this and that. And you guys got to come to some kind of a happy medium to make it work. Okay, like I said, Mo's been married 35 years. Okay, so he's been through all of this crap. Okay, this ain't
And
nothing.
ain't
This
that,
is laughable. This is laughable to him.
well, the thing, I think I said this on the relationship show before. Um, Once we get out of the kitty phase, y'all call it the representative. Once you get past that representative phase, I call it the grown man phase. That's when you
Right.
grown and y'all having a relationship and you're being honest and you're being really upfront and you communicate. Once you get past that and then that part of the relationship kicks in, that's when stuff usually starts either going bad or going very, very good. One of the two things. Either y'all kick it off and you act like adults and you don't act like, kids no more.
Right. Right. I think we we sat in the man cave today, okay, and we let these women know that we have hearts. Me and Mo got hearts. Okay, I can't say Mo because Mo married already. I got a heart.
I had a heart back in the day. I did. I
I
really
got
did.
a heart. Okay, but the thing is, the world evolved. The world changes, and physical touch. Angie said, "Yeah, I like physical touch." Yes, sir.
Uh-oh. 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 See the
No,
button
I ain't
there.
gonna. I know I ain't gonna go there, but I
Hey,
like the physical touch. Let me touch you. Oh, I love physical touch. But the bottom line for me is that relationships are give and take. All right, you can't take more than you can give. You can't do that. You have to at least try to balance it. It's never going to be 50-50, but you got to at least try to balance it. Let her lead. And when I say lead, I don't mean in a masculine way. Let her lead sometime. Let her tell you what she wants to do, and you do it. All right. But this is the closing, so I won't do that. Okay, Mo, what you got? We got to get out of here.
when I get out, as always, fam, communication is a very good key. A very, very good key. I mean, go ahead, put that finger down, Greg. Y'all make sure that when you got somebody in your life, that before you get around all of the hair, the hips, and the eyes and everything, get around there for just one moment and actually look at that person for who they really are, and have a serious conversation about your lives. I mean, the key to that is that if you're equally yoked, it comes out right there. The representative goes away and you start having that conversation. It's easy, so easy. Don't let the representative get in there and then y'all get together and find out the representative going away. You don't like what you see.
Yeah.
Please take the
Yeah.
fakeness out and put it for real.
But if for real, that's right. Bree said everybody loves physical touch. It's more than that. Frank says you both take turns leading. For me, as a single guy, I love to from back in the day. I'm looking for ass and titties. Okay, I'm sorry, but now I look for the conversation. Okay, I still look for that, but I look for the conversation now. Stimulate my mind and let me know that I stimulate yours. All right. If I can't stimulate your mind and you can't stimulate my mind, then you are just some ass and some breast. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm always there to learn. Okay. I'm not perfect in a relationship or getting to a relationship. I'm not perfect. But I don't care how we go, how old we get, and how much time passes, we still can learn how to be pleasing, how to be receptive, how to be intentional with the person that you really want to be with. You can't go through life worried about what happened in the past. It happened. It's gone. It's done.
True.
Okay. And if you shield yourself because of that happened, then the world's going to keep going by. And that one that you let pass by, that could have been the one for your happiness, even though he may have done something wrong or bad to you. Okay. And you said, well, no, he could still be the one because he's still evolving. And if he knows, how do they say it, Mo? You don't miss what you have until it's gone.
Right.
Okay. But
don't know what you got until it's
don't block your blessings.
right.
Don't block your blessing. You never know. If
Go
you
both
stay
ways
open,
too.
it goes both ways. It goes both ways.
Yeah.
Angie said, no one is perfect. Bree says, how much ass and stuff are you looking for?
You asked a grown man that. Bree, you asked a grown man that.
She has a single grown man.
You see him rocking back and forth. That the channel's changing in his head. Bigger, 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 bigger. Small. Oh, no. Yeah.
I appreciate the woman's body. Let's put it like that. Angie said relationships are about learning each other. Yeah, it is. Okay. And there's no time limit as to how long it takes to learn somebody. Okay. Now, there are limitations. Okay. You don't have to, as you're learning that this person doesn't take a bath for weeks. Okay. This person doesn't pay the bills. This person doesn't, do this, doesn't do this. This person was a past abuser. He hit his wife, his ex, and this and that. Okay, those are deal breakers. Those are places where you can the limitations when you're learning. But if you know that this person, okay, maybe he might be a narcissist, but he sees you and you're telling him, because a lot of people don't even understand. And correct me, Mo. A lot of people don't understand some of their flaws until somebody tells them.
Yeah,
and then they have to look at themselves.
That's it. Again, let's go back around. We're going right on back around 180 to communication. You'd be surprised. I've known some brothers that have been some dogs. I know some brothers like, damn, how you get away with this? Until some chick tell him off, and they be the one he married.
Exactly.
Chick tell him about himself. He said, "This is the one right here." She stood up, and that's the one he had married.
And some people say, I never go back to this one because he never took me anywhere. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. Okay. But that guy in losing you, that guy may have realized what he's done and he may have transformed himself. And ladies, think about this, ladies, and I can only speak from a man's perspective. You've told this person, you're still friends with this person, but you've told this person everything, all of his flaws, and he's accepted those flaws. Okay. Do you want another woman to get the man that you just made perfect almost?
You know, spent your time with
You groomed this man. Do you want somebody else to get everything that you did? This man
Mm.
used to be, he used to be an ass, okay? But now, after everything that you guys went through, he's changed. He's reformed himself, and now he's that guy. He is him. And now you looking at it like, well, damn, I let him go too soon.
Mm.
I'm just saying, all right? That's just me, all right? Bree says we'll get out of here, okay? How you missing what you don't know?
Oh.
And he says, ha ha.
Mm.
And Bree says you may have passed by a person, you know. Yeah, if I'm a firm, I know that I have in relationships told a woman, well, this is what you're doing, this is what you're doing. And next thing you know, she married to Michael Jackson, okay? She married to somebody huge because she's changed her life, okay? And I let that person go. All right. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Can't look over
I
your
got a
shoulder.
lot of friends that are female. I got a lot of female friends. A lot. But if I found that the one, and I had to not necessarily let them go, but to ease my conversation with these females and not communicate like I used to, for that one, I'll do that.
Mm.
I'll do that because I want the happiness right here as opposed to all of that shit out there. Okay. And I'm not calling nobody shit, of course. I'm just saying I want the happiness.
It is what it is.
If I got to pause, I've got to pause. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Mo, appreciate you, man. Always, bro.
Appreciate you too. Good to be back, man. I'm just, like I said, I'm getting over this PS. I got had shit. It's slowly letting me go. I don't know why. I ain't 100. No, I hate not being 100.
But you will be 100 November the 7th for the Distinguished Authors Guild,
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
At Theater 47, okay? It's going to be something. It's going to be something. Bree said I'm missing someone. I ain't missing nobody. It's going to be something, okay? It's going to be a lot of love. I'm going to leave it alone, okay? What did Belle Biv DeVoe say? Never trust a big butt to smile. That girl is poison. But want to see everybody out there November the 7th at the Distinguished Authors Guild. Gina's put it together, and it's ready to go. Get everybody. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have a good time. We want to see you there. We want to network. We want to shake hands. I'm taking pictures. I got 5 minutes on stage. 5 minutes on stage. It's going to be five of the most important minutes that I've ever given. I'm telling you. Y'all need to get out there, okay? And then they get out there and say, well, Greg, I thought it was important, okay? No, it wasn't. I just wanted to make you laugh. That's all. He'd be all right. He gonna be there, y'all. Him and his wife, he gonna be there. I already showed y'all the picture of me and him standing up, okay? Again, the last time I stood up with this guy, we had on a blue robe and a blue cap, okay? All right?
Yeah. That was a minute ago.
That was a minute ago. And then we was buffing floors. We were the buffing bosses. I'm always gonna call us the buffing boss. We buff floor. We mop the damn mall.
Yeah.
For people to walk back on again.
That was a bad day in our lives. But you know what?
Dude,
we made it through.
It was a turning point in both of our lives. We left there, man, and we did great.
I remember my son was born then. I can remember I got to do something better.
Yeah. We did some great things after that. So, God is amazing. Okay. Y'all keep the faith. Tomorrow we got a former model. Former model is going to be on tomorrow, but she's transformed from modeling to an entrepreneur. She has a clothing line for working women. Okay. I'm so interested to see what that's about. All right. But she'll be here tomorrow. That's all we got for today. Okay. It's Relationship Roundtable. We appreciate you guys tuning in. All right. This is Dope Living TV Live. We will see you guys tomorrow. All right. Peace out.